Star Trek Beyond is the third film in this rebooted franchise, which started with Star Trek in 2009, which was directed by J.J. Abrams, and then followed by Star Trek Into Darkness, again directed by J.J. Abrams. But this time, Star Trek Beyond, J.J. Abrams is just a producer because he was busy with another franchise, which I'm sure you've heard of. And this time, the director is Justin Lin, the man behind the more successful Fast and Furious films. And overall, I enjoyed this Star Trek film. Really enjoyable, really fun, some good humour. I enjoy the characters, played by Chris Pine, Carl Urban, Zachary Quinto, all these, Simon Pegg. Incidentally, the film was co-written by Simon Pegg as well. I think he's a Star Trek fan. You can tell, if he is a Star Trek fan, you can tell he is, because in my opinion, out of the 3 films so far, this is the one that feels closest to the TV show from the 60s. And it's really enjoyable. There's a lot of action in it. It starts off a little bit slow. Well, it starts off really good. There's a little scene where where Kirk's doing a peace thing with some aliens, and that's pretty good, and a nice way to start off the franchise. Nice way to start off the film. But then it slows down a little bit, and they get to the space station. They're talking. In this film, Kirk is more questioning his life because it's his birthday and he's like 1 year older than his dad ever got to be, he says. So he's now questioning his life, and he's wanting something else and something other than being a captain of a starship. And it's quite interesting, seeing this from the modern Kirk, because the previous films he's been more gung-ho and action orientated, and this one he seems more calm and thoughtful. But yeah, it starts off a little bit slow, just getting the film going, to be honest. And then they reach this space station, and then they receive a distress call while they're on a space station, and Kirk volunteers to go out the ship, and it just, a lot of things drag and a lot of things go too fast. It's weird, really. But I did really enjoy the film. There's a part in it where they rescue this ship, and they have to go to this planet where this person who's on the distressed ship, all the crew are. So they have to navigate through this nebula, which to say, and they make it sound like it's far off and it's treacherous and everything. But while I was watching the film, they go through the nebula twice, there and back to the space station, and both times it was like, so the space station seems to be here, the nebula's here, and the planet's there, and it's like, well, that's not very far, so that seemed to go really quick. I thought it was going to be, involve some more treacherous journey and things like that in the nebula. So that didn't really make any sense. I think I do need to watch the film again just to get my head round certain aspects of it. But the action was really good. The attack on the Enterprise, which causes the Enterprise to destruct, was really, really good. I really enjoyed that scene. There's a new character in it, an alien who's on the homeworld called Jayla. She's a badass character. She teams up with Scotty. I do like the character dynamics in it, because you've got you've got certain ones teaming up, like Lieutenant Aurora and is it Solo? They've been captured and they're like together. Then you've got Bones and Spock. Their dynamic's really funny. I really enjoyed the interaction between those two. Again, you've got Spock and this Jailer, this new character. Really enjoyed the interaction between those two. And you've got Kirk and Chekhov, which I just really enjoyed the character interaction and everything. Really good. Like I said before, the action is really good. There's a scene involving a motorbike, which is really good. There's a scene involving sabotage by the Beastie Boys, which is really good. I know that a lot of people complained about in the first trailer for this film that they used the Beastie Boys on the soundtrack for the trailer, and a lot of the diehard Star Trek fans complained about that, which I don't know why, and I'm sure they'll complain about it being used in the actual film. But I had no problems with the actual scene. I just thought it was executed really well, and it worked. Idris Elba's in the film, and he plays the main villain, and I've forgot what he's called, but it does look really good. In fact, he looks pretty awesome, and obviously he's played by Idris Elba, so he's gonna be a badass, which he is. But there's parts of the film. There was parts while I was watching it, I was like wondering, where's this going? He doesn't seem to have much motivation apart from he wants this artifact off the Enterprise, and it's like, which can build a weapon. It's like, is that it? He just wants this artifact and he just wants to destroy things. It's a bit wafer thin, for a backstory for a villain. But then, like 3/4 of the way through, you actually find out the villain's backstory, and it works, and it kind of like makes the villain more badass in a way. And I really enjoyed Idris Elba in this film. I'm not entirely sure which is the best villain of this reboot, this Kelvin timeline trilogy, because I did like Eric Bana in the first Star Trek, and Benedict Cumberbatch was really good. But I might actually like, thinking about it, I might actually like Idris Elba's villain more than both those two. So yeah, it was really good. Yeah, there was parts what I won't say I didn't enjoy them. I just felt they were like dragged a little bit, and then like things happened on the planet. Like there was there, and then there was there, and then there was doing this. It was like cut really quick, which is weird because parts dragged and parts happened fast. But overall, I did really enjoy the film. I'm not sure if it's my favourite one of the 3 films so far. I'm not sure, to be honest. I think I will have to watch it 1 or 2 more times to, work out. But I did really enjoy it, and in my opinion, it is the closest one to the original 60s series in feeling. And I'm pretty sure, like, in some of the dialogue, Chris Pine was channeling Shatner even more in this. But yeah, I really enjoyed the film. They've already announced a 4th one, so I am looking forward to that. I do like these Star Trek films. I was never really a Star Trek fan, to be honest. I was more Star Wars. I did enjoy a couple of Star Trek films. Wrath of Khan was pretty good. I enjoyed Generations and First Contact. But these rebooted trilogy so far, they've been excellent. I've enjoyed every one of them. So I am going to rate this film, and I will rate this film what will I rate it? Because that wasn't my rating. I will rate this film an A-. Well, let me know what you think down below, guys. Write in the comments. Let me know what you think of the film. If you agree with my review or anything, or my opinions, on the movie. Like and share. And remember, guys, stay heroic.